Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 Primetime Squad. How's everybody doing this lovely Monday evening? Are y'all ready for Housewives of Atlanta? Season 11. Season 11. Reunion Part 3. I am live on YouTube. I am live on Instagram, on IG. And I am so ready to discuss this. I know the show came on last night, but I did not get a chance to go live last night. What was I doing last night? Oh, yeah, it was Easter. That's right, it was Easter. I did go live yesterday. I went live yesterday evening from over Samantha's house. You know, the lady that I have a YouTube channel with. We have a collaboration channel called Da Hood Table, D-A Hood, H-O-O-D, Table, T-A-B-E. So I was over there last night on the Hood Table, you know, chopping it up with y'all from Samantha's house. I had one over there after I had cooked my dinner and everything for Easter. I had one over her house, and we just chopped it up and sat around, you know, while she was cooking, and sat outside and was enjoying the weather and the kids and company and everything. Hey, Anne Marie, how you doing? How you doing this evening? Did you get a chance to watch the new episode, Reunion Part 3 of Housewives of Atlanta? Actually, I'm going to do 2 reviews tonight, but not in the same video. Not in the same video. I'm going to do Housewives of Atlanta Season 11 Reunion Part 3, and then after that I'm gonna take about a 15-minute break, and I'm gonna come back to you guys with a review of Married to Medicine Season 1 finale. And like I said last time when I did the review on Married to Medicine LA, it's only 8 episodes. I was like, wow, just 8? But I guess, you know, that since it's a spinoff to Married to Medicine Atlanta, maybe they were just, you know, trying to see how it would go, see if they would get a lot of viewers, you know, see how the ratings were, and so they just, you know, put it to 11 episodes. But I'm really hoping that the ratings were good enough for them to bring back a season 2 and maybe add a little more episodes, you know, because 8 episodes, that ain't nothing compared to these. Like, this is Housewives of Atlanta Season 11 Reunion Part 3. It was altogether 23 episodes in this season, and there was a lot more episodes from Married to Medicine LA and Married to Medicine Atlanta. I think it was at least 15 or 17 episodes, something like that. So I'm just hoping that, you know, this is the first season. They just seeing how it's going, because I really did enjoy Married to Medicine LA. And again, after I'm done with this review of Housewives, I will take a 15-minute break, something like that. And I'll come back to you with another live for Married to Medicine LA season finale. But yeah, it was 23 episodes. I was like, well, I mean, actually, it was like 20 episodes, and then 3 reunions, 3 parts to the reunion. So, you know, altogether 23 episodes. But I need to know, like, how many of y'all are still feeling like Nene? I mean, after watching the whole entire season, after watching Reunion Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and I still don't know why they made it into 3 parts. I think they could have combined it, you know, into 2 parts, but, you know, oh well. How do y'all feel about Nene? Do y'all still, I know a lot of y'all, the last 2, you know, reviews that I've done on this show, a lot of y'all is like, Nene's doing too much, Nene's dragging out, Nene's, you know, she's being, you know, just all season disrespectful, mean, and, you know, regardless of what was going on with Greg, we gave her pass after pass after pass, you know, for her behavior. And then it just got to the point where everybody was like, okay, Nene, stop. Just stop it. Hey, Kiki and East, how you doing, babes? We just literally got started on Housewives of Atlanta. Did you watch the reunion last night? And what did you think about it? How do you feel about Nene now? Do you still feel like she was doing way, way too much this season as far as like disrespecting people? And I don't know. I was hoping, I told y'all on Reunion Part 1, I told y'all on Reunion Part 2, that I'm hoping by Reunion Part 3 that we will see another side of Nene besides this Nene that's just so mean and disrespectful and spiteful and angry. And I mean, this is much more than just dealing with a sick loved one. This is much more. You said she needs to go. Hey, I done said, and a lot of other people done said, she needs a break. She needs a break. Like Kit Kat, she needs a break. I'm trying to make sure this light is okay for y'all. I know I'm already kind of light, so I don't want to be too bright. But, yeah, a lot of people saying she needs to take a break. Take a few episodes off. Take a season off. You know, I don't know. Get herself back together. You know, like I said, get her zen back together or whatnot. But when I was watching episode 23, which was Reunion Part 3, I was like, she really, really, really is still going to act like she did absolutely nothing wrong all season. Like, all season. Like, at the end of Reunion Part 2, she was going off because she kept telling Andy and them, I know I had a breakdown. I had a nervous breakdown. You know, let's make it clear. I don't apologize for having a breakdown. And nobody expects you to apologize for having a breakdown. Having a breakdown is one thing. But carrying it on for 23 episodes, your behavior and your sour attitude and just her rage. And I mean, it was just too much. And so Andy's like, okay, you know, we got it. You know, you had a breakdown and everything, but can we ever move on, you know, to a more softer space? You said she had me on that me stuff. Yeah, me. You right. And it was all me. That all season long, no matter what. Portia got a baby. She got it. You know, when you carrying a baby, y'all women who didn't have children, y'all know how it is. You can't be stressed all the time and angry and fighting and, you know, you can't. Because what happens is you could have complications with that baby. Or you know what they say? And I don't know how true it is, but the old heads used to always say, if you are angry and always fight with somebody when you're pregnant, guess who that baby gonna turn out looking like when you have that baby? Even if it's not the baby's father, no matter who it is that you always getting into it with, guess who your baby gonna come out looking like? I don't know if you ever heard that before, Ann. Hey, what's up, Jason? But I heard that before many times growing up, especially when I had my sons, when I was pregnant with my kid. I tried to make sure my zen was great, peaceful, just atmosphere and everything. But, you know, Portia, she was having her baby. We already know, Eva, you know, getting married, engaged and everything. And it's like, nobody could have, like, a good time without her just being a Debbie Downer, no matter what function she was at. Everything was always me, and she still dragged it into Reunion Part 3. I was thinking that, you know, last night we would hear some apologies, some heartfelt explanations. I was like, Nene, come on. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really, really do appreciate that. Thanks for checking me out. But that Nene, I was like, okay. First of all, when the viewer, you know how they read questions from the audience or from people emailing or whatever on IG, Twitter, whatever, and the first viewer's name was Jorge. And he was like, Nene, You told Portia, a few years ago, a few seasons ago, you told Portia that you would never put your hands on anybody on camera. So what's up with the closet scene? Like, everybody wants to know what's up with the closet scene. Like, I don't know what y'all saw. But I heard people saying things like, Nene was saying, you was behind me, Portia. How did I put my hands on you or push you or take your belt off or whoop 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 whoop? Do y'all remember when Portia came out that closet? Now, I rewinded it a few times. And I saw Portia. She was in front of Nene. But that does not mean that she was always... she was behind Nene, but that does not mean she was always behind Nene in the closet. Because she made the camera guy, she darn near snatched all his clothes off trying to get him out the closet. I saw Portia putting her belt on. Like, as if she was trying to tie it back up or trying to loop it back together. So when Portia says repeatedly that you came behind me, and I really don't think it was malicious. I don't think Nene meant to harm Portia or, try to hit her on purpose or push her on purpose. I think with all what was going on and her snatching the clothes off the the cameraman and rushing into the closet to try to get them out the closet, I think she might have accidentally or hastily, while she was moving hastily, hit Portia or pushed her in the back, and then while she was probably touching on her or trying to move her or whatever, she might have accidentally loosened her belt. You know what I mean? Because if you looked at Portia's outfit and you looked at her belt, it looks like it was a like cotton material or I don't know what kind of material it might have been, but it looked like it's something that could be easily pulled apart. So I don't think she did it like maliciously, but I do believe what Portia said. Why is they gonna lie? And then a lot of the stuff that came out in the closet finally came out today. Like, we knew the man had his shirt ripped off. We saw that. She ripped his shirt off to pieces like she was Medea in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. When Medea was pulling them clothes and she was like, no more wire hangers. And she was getting all them clothes off and just ripping them up. All those expensive clothes, just tearing them up. I was like, Nene is really strong. She is like really strong. She ripped the dude's clothes off. Now that's all we had saw. But then when they got to the dude had his teeth knocked out. Somebody got choked. Dude had his head dragged against the wall and all kind of other stuff. And somebody had wrote in also, when Portia had that incident with Kenya, when they was trying to get her fired off the show, they was like, why isn't nobody trying to get Nene fired off the show? Is it because she's the biggest star on the show? Because from what everybody is saying, there was more to it than just Nene ripping that shirt off that man. I was like, yeah, scratched his neck up. His neck was all scratched up and what else did they say? She was trying to say that Nene said his tooth wasn't knocked out. She tried to downplay it, talking about I just heard it was chipped or I just heard it was cracked. As if that's any better. Hey Shamika, hey on IG, thanks for tuning in. I'm live on IG and I'm live on YouTube. Oh, Shamika called me the gossip diva. Hey. I'll take that. The gossip reality show diva. I'll take that. But yeah, she scratched him up, knocked him all up the side of the head. Nene was going Debo up in that closet, don't y'all think? Like, I couldn't believe all the stuff that was coming out last night in Reunion Part 3. Like, it went from just tearing somebody's shirt off to knocking somebody's tooth out. Like, was she swinging on people? Man, I would have loved to been a fly on the wall up in that closet. And I wish they could have got some footage, like a little footage from that scene. Hey, Tiffany Bass on IG, what's going on? We just reviewing reunion part 3 of Housewives of Atlanta. And just discussing how Nene was going Debo on those producers. She hit a producer in the mouth, knocked his tooth out, choked him, dragged him against the wall. And so is it so far-fetched to believe that she pushed Portia, maybe not maliciously, but pushed her on her back, and accidentally somehow Portia's belt came off? Because I saw her. If y'all don't believe me, rewatch it again. You will see Portia holding her belt strap, pulling it together, trying to put her belt strap back together. So it's not that far-fetched to me to believe that Nene somehow had her hands on Portia. And then on top of that, Tanya, she was like, yeah, we was trying to protect Portia, and we was all over her like, get off her, get off her, get off her. And then who backs up Nene? Of course, Marlo. Talking about, you're a liar, Tanya, you're a liar, Tanya. And Tanya was like, don't call me a liar. Don't you dare call me a liar. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Tanya standing up for herself? Like, on reunion part 3? Where was all this energy all season long with Tanya, y'all? Tanya didn't have no balls all season long, and now she got on her big girl draws and everything. She was yelling at Marlo like, don't you dare call me no liar. I was like, okay. She didn't have, that energy with Nene and all the situations that she should, but Tanya tried. She did try. And you saw Marlo sat back too. Marlo sat back like, who this? Can the real Tanya please stand up? Can the real Tanya please stand up? I'm like, maybe some of the other ladies is rubbing off on her, or maybe she's just like done with the whole season. She's like, done, I done had it, this some bull, but you're not gonna sit here on my way out the door on reunion part 3. Y'all ain't gonna sit here and still disrespect me. Okay? So she was like, yeah, we saw it. Everybody saw it. Me and Candy, we was yelling, get off her, get off her. They was yelling at to Nene, get off her, get off her. So I think Nene might have blacked out. That's what I'm thinking. What y'all think? I think Nene blacked out. I don't know. And then remember, they was having a few sips. They was sipping that evening. So I'm not saying Nene got drunk or wasted like Shamari did when she threw up all over everything. But, they were sipping. Nene was already upset. And so much was going on so fast. Maybe she blacked out. I don't know. But anywho, it was just crazy how she and Marlo, like, Nene was trying to downplay everything. And Marlo was basically co-signing everything. Like, a little lap dog that she is, all behind her, licking it all up, kissing her butt and everything, as the friend without the peach for like how many years? Doing whatever she can to keep her little friend spot. So yeah, she was defending Nene every chance she had. The guy had to go to the hospital. The producer had to go to the hospital. Like, everybody's like, the dude's tooth got knocked out, Nene. Oh, I just heard it was just chipped. But anyway. And I was like, okay, chipped, cracked, knocked out. He went to the doctor. Scratch marks all over his neck, choked out. I'm like, dang. You said none of this would happen if she would have told her guests that she was going in her room and ended the body. You know what? That's probably true. That's probably true, Keycan. Keycan on YouTube said none of this would have happened if she would have told her guests she was going in her room and ended the bi-wig party at that moment. And that probably was true. Because, remember when Candy said, we was all kikiing, after Nene, she had her little, moment. And then they was all kikiing, they was laughing, they was joking. They was like, well, dang, where they at? Let's go upstairs, see what they doing. They got in Nene's room and everything. The atmosphere seemed to have lifted, the tone, the mood. And then all of a sudden it just shifted from light to dark in a matter of seconds. And I get that Nene felt like she was disrespected because they went in her closet. I mean, she was acting like it was like 50 pounds of dope in there or something. I mean, what could have been so bad with the closet? Maybe a few dirty clothes lying around, maybe a few bras on the hanger. I can see her getting so upset with the cameraman, but her going off and beating on people and punching people and choking people. I mean, what was in the doggone closet? That's probably it. She was probably doing all that bragging about that closet because she was telling everybody, y'all ain't got nothing on my closet, shoot. My closet to put y'all closet to shame and all this kind of stuff, you know? So, I'm still like, how bad could that closet to have been for her to do all she did? I'm like, I'm trying to imagine. How bad could the closet have been? And even if it wasn't better than Candy's or better than somebody else's, so what? So what? But anyway, and then how y'all feel about what Eva? How y'all feel about what Eva said? When Eva said, she said, if you in your own home and somebody disrespects you in your own home, whatever happens after that is whatever. It's all fair. It's whatever. And I'm like, okay, I give you an example. If somebody came in your house and they maybe started fighting or maybe started cursing you out, disrespecting you, acting all aggressive, acting like they want to lift them paws up, I can see that. But somebody going in my closet and I'm trying to whoop everybody's arse in the whole house over a closet, nah. I don't know what Eva was trying to prove when she made that comment. You said truth is, you said you can't stand Eva, but I agree with her. I agree with her to a certain extent. Like I said, if somebody disrespected me and you up here tearing up my house or, I don't know, disrespecting my kids or, you know, just acting a doggone fool or you don't want to leave or something like that. Like I'm trying to get you to leave the house because you just causing all kind of, you know, mess. I can see that, but I think she still went too far. Choking somebody, knocking somebody's tooth out, putting scratch marks all over the producer, snatching the cameraman's shirt off. I don't know. I don't think it was warranted. That's just me, though. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I always love to hear what y'all have to say. You know, this is a back and forth discussion, so y'all always feel free to tell me exactly how y'all feel about anything I review. But that's just me. That's just, you know, what I feel. I didn't feel it was warranted. I don't know. But I'm really glad that Portia didn't get hurt. Like, Portia big as a house. So I'm really glad that she did not get hurt. Her little belt came off. She got shoved a little bit. Again, I say it again. I think she got shoved, but I don't think it was malicious. I just think Nene was in a rage and she was trying to get people out of her closet. And in doing that, I mean, she drug somebody across the wall. She snatched somebody's clothes off. She might have accidentally pushed Portia. I'm just glad that Portia's okay. Because, Lord knows, don't nobody want nobody to lose no babies or have any complications while they pregnant. So I'm that's the most thing that, you know, everybody's worried about. Portia, trying to get her out of there, trying to get her down the stairs and away from the chaos. So they did a good job doing that. But as far as like Candy, okay. Candy was saying, basically, when she went in the closet, she was like, yeah, I don't think it could have been that serious, though. Not for no closet. Not, like I said, dang, what was up in there? Some pharmaceutical drugs, some meth, some dope. I mean, I'm just playing around now. I don't think Nene got some drugs up in there. I'm just saying, like, I really wish somebody had a camera, had their cell phone on us, like Brienne. Oh, remember Kim's daughter when she had recorded the little what was it, a water bug? She was calling it a cockroach. They look like little water bugs. They look like water bugs to me, and a lot of people that have water bugs around their house, or they search for water. Sometimes they get in your basement. No big deal. But yeah, she had that camera and she was recording it and stuff. I'm like, I wish somebody could have recorded it. And I'm like, wow. It's like, yeah, that is true. Truth is, she did have a carefree attitude. Like, nothing was phasing her. And that's why I was saying, dang, I wonder by reunion part 3, will she still be acting the same? Will she still show a little more kindness? Will she act apologetic for anything? Like, anything? She didn't act apologetic about anything. She did apologize to Marlo in reunion part 2. She apologized because Marlo, at that time when Marlo had went over her house or went to meet her, and she had skipped out a hair appointment, and she was like, you wasn't being a friend or something. She was like, man, I didn't miss my hair appointment and everything, coming over here trying to rub your shoulder and give you rub your back and give you a shoulder to cry on, and you treat me like shit. That's the same way she was treating everybody else who was trying to support her. So I was like, okay, could one more person at least get an apology? One more? I don't know. But anywho, yeah, she was acting really, really nonchalant. Like, everything somebody mentioned, like how you treated us doing this, how you did this, how you cursed us out, how you did this. Oh well, her and them lips. I can't do the Nene look really well, but, she just be like, okay, and. I'm like, Nene, you cold, man. You cold-blooded. Nene is cold-blooded. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, is this all an act? Do y'all think it's all an act, y'all? Like, do y'all really think she was seriously trying to be so mean? Or do y'all think that's just an act for ratings? I don't know. I just can't believe she acted like that all season long. And even on up to reunion part 3. I don't know. I'm like, thank you, Perry Tyler. I do too. I love watching the show. I really, really do. And I tell people all the time, no matter whose side I be on, it might switch up from season to season, from episode to episode. I literally love all these ladies. Shamari and Tanya, they were kind of new. Shamari rubbed up on me a little bit more than Tanya did. Probably because Tanya, she just, I don't know. I need to hang with a girl who got a backbone. That's all I'm saying. If something go down, I need to know you got a backbone. If we out in the club, we out kicking it, some fool jump off, I need to know that you got a backbone. That's one thing I never did, was hang around women. Women, even at the time when I was like in my teens and stuff, come on now, something go down, we all throwing blows. We all putting up our paws. Ain't nobody about to run off and hide under a table. But yeah, she didn't grow on me too well. She's real sweet and pretty, and she actually kind of beautiful. Actually, she is. But yeah, I think that energy that she tried to use last night when she was telling Marlo, quit calling me a liar, don't call me a liar, that's the same energy she should have had from the very beginning of the show. Like, real talk. And let me get a drink. Thirsty. Blah 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 blah. Get thirsty. But yeah, so but I can't believe that they're making Shamari. I mean, I can see Tanya leaving, but I think Shamari put more into the show than Tanya did. How do y'all feel about that? Like them sending Shamari away. And I get why they bringing Kenya back. I really get why they bringing Kenya back. No matter how people feel about Kenya, I get it. This whole season was absolutely draining. This whole season, you said they both can go. Throw them both out, huh? Just throw them both away. I'm like, I get you. But if I had a choice, if I could cast my vote with the producers, I would say keep Shamari and toss away Tanya. Because she just can't hold her own. She just can't hold her own. And at least Shamari, whether she threw up all over your bathroom or not, she can hold her own in the show. But, I get it. Throw them both away. Take out the trash. Snatch the peach. Snatch the friend. But, Kenya will be back, as we done already found out. Kenya will be back. And, they said Cynthia might not be back. I said last time that I wish Cynthia would stay because I want to see how the relationship she has with Mike Hill. I want to see how valid it is and how far it will go. Will they eventually get engaged? Will they eventually get married? Because people are still doubting her. I mean, people are really, even Nene. And I don't blame her. I don't blame Nene, but even Nene is still doubting her. And it's like, I get it. I get it. Why she's doubting her. But as far as everybody else, we still want to see Cynthia happy because she deserves happiness. She's a beautiful woman. She's smart. I mean, I think she got, something going on with herself. So everybody wants to see her happy, but you said they could keep that fish. You said they could keep that fish. Hold on. Let me respond to this message real quick. Somebody keeps sending me a message. I'm gonna tell them to. Oh Lord, I'm live, y'all. Jeepers. Hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad. Like, they know I'm live and they sending me messages. My kids, my bad. Okay, my son asked me, do I need a ride to work in the morning? Because my car is in the shop. It got taken to the shop Saturday. Because the air wasn't working. And then they tell me that the dealer needs to order the part from the Chevy warehouse, a switch. It needs a switch for the air. And so, being it was like 4 o'clock by the time they realized that the warehouse where the parts are for Chevy closed. It was a Saturday. It was Easter weekend. They was closed. So, they said they would have it fixed today. They got the switch, put it in. The air still don't work. So now they called the dealer, told them her air still ain't working. We got to keep it another day. Hey, I want my car back. But I thank God that I ain't got to pay for it. It's under warranty. It's under warranty. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to find me a way to work. But anywho, back to the I had to go out my doggone live on IG and everything just to respond to them. So let me start my live back up on IG. They gonna be like, what happened? But anyway, you said they can keep the fish that kept trying to jump out of the water. That was funny. And then did you see how they kept on showing the cameras like underground? I mean not underground, but underwater. They kept like playing like the sounds from underwater, like the ladies yelling at each other, and it was like the fish was down there looking like they was like, what is going on out there? Shut up with all that noise. But yeah, I was like, as far as Cynthia, I would like to see if I don't know. I would hate to say that she trying to have a fake relationship like she might have had in the past, you know, with that one guy and the other guy, and I don't know, but anyway, if she got to go, she got to go. But how many of y'all are looking forward to Kenya coming back with her little baby twirl? I am looking forward to Kenya coming back. Not like I'm a huge fan of Kenya, but like I said, this whole episode, it was just, I don't know, it was draining, and I think it was really, really draining on a lot of the ladies, like Portia, when she kept like giving her heartfelt how she felt when she was talking to Nene on the reunion. You know, she was like being really heartfelt and explaining, you know, how she thought they were really friends. Everybody thought they were friends with Nene. Like everybody, like Cynthia, Candy and Nene, they have a, you know, I wouldn't say a very close friendship, but they cool. Portia, she really considered them to be friends. Cynthia, she really considered them to be friends. Eva, she considered her as a big sister, a mentor, you know, a role model. Tanya, she considered her to be a friend. I mean, she shopped at her store all the time. I mean, she gave her all kind of praises when she first brought Tanya on the show. Everybody considered themselves to be friends with Nene, or at least cool on good grounds, you know, stuff like that. But as far as Nene is concerned, ain't none of y'all bees none of my friends. Now, you said Cynthia moves too fast for me. You know what? A viewer did say that, didn't they, Ann? They said, and then they said, what's the rush? Why are you moving so fast? I don't remember word for word, but they was like, what's the rush? Why are you moving so fast? And then, like, when you get tired of someone, or after a while you get tired of someone, and you get rid of them or something like that. But come on now. Y'all know in the past few cases, it wasn't because she was getting tired of them. That one dude, I mean, Eva busted him out, you know, when they had that one event. So she found out he was still talking to his ex, supposed to be ex. Find out it wasn't really his ex. You know, he was just... How you gonna date a celebrity and not expect to get busted if you still messing with somebody else? Like, everybody should know that you on TV once a week and you still try to cheat on somebody. Like, come on now. He was dumb. He was real dumb. I didn't like him at all. Cynthia deserves way better. As far as this dude that she's with now, Mike Hill, I really hope that it's a really sincere relationship, because the way he be talking about her and the way he looks at her, and how many times did he ask her? Well, not how many times did he ask her, but how many times was he heard saying, I would love to make her my wife, or I want her to be my wife one day, or I want to marry her, or I can see me marrying her. And then he even asked her. He even asked her on the finale. Was that the finale? I think that was the show when they had Cynthia's wine or alcohol party or whatever it was. But he asked her, how would you like to get married? And she was like, what? For real? Are you serious? Really? Are you serious? And I was like, okay, this guy, maybe this is the one. This is the one. But then a lot of people, like that one viewer, had wrote in and said, how does Mike feel about Leon? Especially since Leon and Cynthia have a pretty close relationship. Not saying they still messing around or still got, you know, might go back to where they once were. But y'all cannot deny that they have some kind of chemistry. I don't know what it is, but I've always said this. From the first time I started watching this show, well, the first time Cynthia came on the show. Cynthia's been on the show for 9 seasons. So the first time I saw Cynthia on the show, and when I found out that her baby daddy was Leon, I was like, what? Leon? You know, everybody loved him some Leon when he do his little singing. Okay, when he do his little singing on the movies. But I was like, oh, okay. And ever since then, I could tell there was like some kind of chemistry. And even from then, through all the guys she done dated, through her marrying Peter, and, you know, divorcing Peter, and dating a few other, you know, guys along the way, it still seems like there's something there. So I agree with that caller when she said a lot of people, you know, still have high hopes of you and Leon possibly might get together. But she was like, nope, that'll never be. Leon is just my baby daddy. You know, we real cool. We have an understanding. We got a close relationship. And she said him and Mike is cool and everything. But as far as like how she was saying, every person that I meet or every guy that I date, he has like I don't know if he has like a say so, or if he, you know, if he has a strong opinion about the man, if it matters as far as Cynthia deciding to continue dating somebody. But she did say that every single person that she meet, he has to meet him. And I get that. Noelle, even though she's in college age, I was like, okay, she's in college age, you know, is it still necessary once your child becomes grown? Once your child becomes grown, Noelle's grown, you know, she's been grown for a minute, like the last year. So is it still necessary that he makes it a point to meet the man that she's dating for the sake of Noelle? Or he just want to see who she's sleeping with now. I don't know. But I like me some Leon, and I don't know. I always thought, like, maybe one day they might get back together. But then again, is Leon with somebody else? I don't even know. I could be trying to hook them up, and he can have a whole wife at home, a whole family at his at his home. But yeah. So anywho, I guess that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So, you know, best of luck to her with Mike Hill. They seem like they really into each other, and they seem like they got something good going on. But when they was talking to Eva, okay, remember Eva? She had like a budget for her wedding, and when she had found out they was going over budget, and she had kind of like, I don't know, freaked out about it or whatnot, and was like, oh, what we gonna do? You know, we invited more people. Now it's this much money we need, and whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Remember how they were saying Eva's broke? How she's broke and they renting some raggedy old apartment, raggedy townhouse or whatever it was. When I seen the townhouse, I was like, okay, you know, it looks kind of on the small scale for her. But she was the only one actually standing there with the little babies. And, you know, her husband or her fiance at the time, you know, he did have them a lot of the time when she was on set. So I can understand if this is a little quarters that she's holed up in, especially if it's really true about this guy that stalks her, her ex, her daughter's father that be stalking her, and she said she got a restraining order on him. So when she was trying to explain to them, as far as I live here, we move, we bounce around, woo, 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 woo. They thinking she broke and she ain't got no money and she can't, afford a place or something like that. And the whole time, I'm sure y'all probably remember me saying, if she's broke and don't have a pot to piss in, who gonna spend over $200,000 on a wedding? On a wedding, three dresses, three dresses, three outfits, three changes of clothes, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, she paid over $2,000. I think altogether it was like $250, or they had to add an extra $40,000 or something like that. And then when they asked her how did she make the money, I need Eva's job. Man, I wish I could have been born a model, because when she said she makes $40,000 on an IG post, $40,000 she made on an IG post. I don't know what the post was. Y'all tell me, because I don't even know if I follow Eva on IG. I think I do. I really think I do. But I don't know what post they talking about. I don't know if it was advertising. I don't know what it could have been advertising, or who she could have been, but $40,000 on an IG post. I want to see that post. I really would like to know what the post was. Maybe I'll look it up after the live so I can find it, and maybe I'll post it attach it to the thumbnail or something for this video. But I don't think Eva is broke. I kind of really do believe that, she has a stalker, and after they found out, where she lived, and she said her address was put all out there and she had to move. I kind of believe her. But what I do think she also needs to do is check all those bridesmaids. All those bridesmaids that was, I don't know if it was because they were, if she was being such a bridezilla and it affected her bridesmaid in a bad way to where they was like, we ain't trying to deal with you anymore. You just doing too much. Like, Nene, you just doing too much. We ain't got time for that. After the wedding was over, they just bounced like, deuces, we done with you, or if it was they were jealous or envious or undercover haters. But for them to be giving up all her tea, talking about she used to be in a lesbian relationship, she's broke, she ain't got no money, all this kind of stuff. I was like, dang, that's really foul. Them is your bridesmaids. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Most of your bridesmaids are people who are really, 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 really close to you. Like your best friends, your sister, a cousin, somebody you grew up with, threw up with, go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. So I cannot believe that they went behind her back and they was doing all that stuff. But yeah, she needs to really reevaluate her friends. And when she was trying to explain to everybody, what was going on, and she got all teary-eyed and stuff, and Nene was up there just laughing and smirking and smiling. Like, having a stalker is not a serious thing. I was like, I don't know. I think that's when a lot of people was like, okay, I'm done. I mean, she was laughing. Did y'all see her smirking and laughing when Eva's eyes started to tear up and she was trying to explain? Now, she had told us this before. Y'all remember when Eva first came on the show last year? Excuse me. She had told us the story before about her ex. It was in the paper. It was like, she really had like issues with her ex, stalking her, harassing her. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that he might still be harassing her and she needs a restraining order. But Nene was laughing and she was just like, and I was like, really? Oh my God. That was like really, really mean. But anyway, and then that's when Marlo also kept calling her a liar. Like, you're a liar, you're a liar. Like, everybody lying. Everybody lying on the platform except Marlo, and Nene. Everybody lying. Eva lying, Cynthia lying, Tanya lying, Shamari, no, did they say she was lying about something? No, they didn't say she was lying about nothing. They didn't say Candy was lying about nothing. Just mainly those three right there. But, Keegan, you laughing. But for real. But, as far as if I was to say somebody was lying, and if I was to get on Nene's side once for this entire season, I would say that I agree with Nene when she said and she got upset about Cynthia not giving her the 411 on her inviting Kenya to her event. Because Cynthia and Nene is real cool. Cynthia and Kenya is real cool. And, with having two friends on opposite sides and they don't get along, I think she should have gave Nene the benefit of the doubt. Or not the benefit of the doubt, but she should at least gave her the consideration to let her know, hey, I invited Kenya. Because Cynthia started to put her foot in her mouth when they was talking about Kenya. She was like, first, for the last few episodes, I didn't know she was coming. Yeah, I invited her. I didn't know she was coming. Then, last night, she was like, well, I invited her. I wanted her to come. She told me she wasn't coming. But then, she was asking Candy, like, she did say she was trying to surprise me, right? But I think Cynthia knew. She knew that Kenya was coming. Like, I think what happened was Kenya probably was like, well, okay, thanks for the invite. I'll try to come, or I'll, whatever, all lighthearted and stuff. But, but the relationship they have, that we can tell the relationship they have, she should have known Kenya was going to come. If it wasn't just to spite Nene, if it wasn't just to show off her big old belly, I mean, if it just wasn't for her to get one little spot on the show this season, she should have known that she was coming. And even if she really thought that she wasn't coming, she still should. I would have done that for my friend. I would have done that. Absolutely. I would have said, you know what, friend? I'm still cool with such and such. This is a big, amazing event for me. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime chance opportunity to have my own liquor line. And I want everybody that I care for there. I'm giving you the consideration. I'm letting you know in advance. Now, you can either come and support me because you love and care for me, or you can not come. I'll be a little butthurt about it, but in a way, I guess I can understand if you didn't come. I think she should have gave her that much at least. But for her to sit on the couch and say, remember when she came, she was like, oh my gosh, let me pretend like I didn't know. Let me pretend like I didn't know that she was coming. And then she says on the show, on the platform, yeah, I pretended to Nene that I didn't realize she was coming. But then when she was like, Kenya was like, but you knew I was coming. You asked me to come. And Portia and Candy was like, yeah, you told me to invite her. You told me to tell her to come. So it looked kind of like Nene and them said. It looks really shady what happened. Even if Cynthia didn't mean for it to look shady, it looked shady. She finally, copped to it. She finally was like, okay, my bad. I messed up. Wooty woo woo. I really hope in the long run that specific incident does not ruin a relationship forever, because it really seemed like they've had a genuine friendship. Like, we don't see Marlo and Nene we know they're friends, but we don't see them on a friendship level as we saw her with Cynthia. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just seemed like Marlo just seems like she's just there. She's on the show. She just does whatever she can to stay on the show. Cynthia just seemed like she was trying to be a genuine friend. But, when she said it's hard being friends with Nene, I believe it. I done heard that many times before. It's hard to be friends with Nene. Sure, it's probably hard to be married to her as well. Even though Grant has given her a lot of grief, through because of his sickness, his illness, and everything. I'm sure it's all equally probably as hard to be with Nene as well. I mean, I don't know if I can be Nene's friend. I really don't. I don't think I can be Nene's friend. Even if I was on the same level with her, rich, living lavishly, traveling everywhere, moving with the Joneses. I don't think I could be friends with Nene. I really don't, because the vibes that she gives, I would give it back tenfold. Every time she would disrespect me or something, I give it back tenfold. I really would. Again, my name is Tanya, not Tanya. Tanya needs to get some lessons from Tanya. Because all that disrespect, the way she was treating her and dragging her and all this, yelling and screaming at her in front of everybody. Like, you brought me on this show for this? For this? Psh, I would never spend another cent at her boutique either. After this season was over with. But anywho, at the end, when Andy, he was talking to Portia, and after Portia said what she had to say, about her trying to just stay in a peaceful place, and that's why she wasn't going to a lot of the events, a lot of the functions. Again, she's pregnant. She's big as a house. I don't blame her. Hell, when I was big and pregnant, I didn't want to go across the street half the time. I didn't want to walk to my car. I didn't want to go to work. I just want to stay at home and just rub my belly. But on top of that, she didn't want to be surrounded by a whole bunch of drama. You said she was all over the place trying to explain to herself. Yeah, she was, Kikan. She was really trying to explain. And I was just like, just say what it is, Cynthia, because you sounded more stupid and more suspect. The more words keep flowing out your mouth, you really sounded like you was being shady. But yeah, and then when Portia was saying, when she was talking to Candy, and she said, Candy, after I have my baby, I promise you, I'll start coming to your events again. So they squashed their little issue. They seem like they cool again. It seemed like everybody is cool with everybody except Nene. I don't know. If Nene comes back, if she doesn't take a break, I just hope the whole tone of the show next season, I just hope it's different. I also still, I still continue to keep her and Greg in my thoughts and prayers. Him dealing with his cancer and everything, and her trying to be able to support him and, be his shoulder and everything, because she did go through a lot with his cancer and everything. I just hope that if she needs time off, she will take it so that she can deal with him and what they going through with their relationship, and try to make their relationship at least concrete again. Because it was like up in the air when they had Greg on the reunion. It was like, she was like, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if we gonna be together or not. She's so nonchalant about everything. We'll see. But I do wish them the very best. I wish Portia the very best. Cynthia as well. Eva as well. Shamari, I don't know where she'll go from here. I don't know if she'll end up getting back with Black and they try to hit the stage again just like her husband is. Just like Ronnie is. But I don't know, or she might just stay home and be housewife for a minute to their beautiful little twin boys. But I hope everybody I hope this is not the end for a lot of the relationships. I really hope not. Even if Cynthia doesn't be on the show anymore, and Tanya, Shamari, and Kenya. But again, I'm looking forward to Kenya coming back next season. Only because I think it's gonna send the ratings through the roof. Like, the ratings actually went down this season. We all know that the ratings went down from, the past. So I know with Kenya, she'll probably increase the ratings. Because, Kenya's just so sassy and so spicy and so in your face, I miss everything, Miss Twirl. She says what she wants to say. She does what she wants to do. And sometimes she's really not too apologetic about it. But she's not, I don't think she's like really malicious. I don't think Kenya's really malicious. She didn't have her moments now over the season. She didn't have her moments now. But with her having this baby, it probably actually has softened her, having the baby and everything. But yeah, I want to see the motherly side of Kenya and see if there's a big difference in how she treats people or talks to people, or how she shows her friendship to people and everything. So I would like to see that. I really would. And also see the dynamics between if Nene is still on the show and her and Kenya is not cool. I want to see how this all goes down. So yes, I'm looking forward to season 12. But anywho, you guys, that's about all I got for this reunion part 3. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the season. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the reviews. All the reviews I've done this season. Again, I'm going to be, let's see, what time is it? 9:40? Okay, it's not too late. It's not too late. If any of y'all's up, I'm going to come back in like 15 minutes and do a review on Married to Medicine LA. If y'all up, if y'all want to tune in, please come back. I'm going to set the notification, and I'll have to share it on my platforms, share the link and everything, so that'll take me about 15-20 minutes. I want to do that and get that out the way, because tomorrow night I have to do, what show do I have to do? Hip Hop Atlanta and something else. It's another show that I have to do. So I'm trying to get all caught up with my shows before Wednesday get here. And I also want to do a review on The Act. I know I've been talking about it. Some of y'all have tuned into it and y'all been watching it on Hulu. So I definitely want to discuss The Act, and that'll probably be Tuesday evening. So I'm going to put the notifications for that. If y'all haven't seen The Act on Hulu, you still got time. Binge watch it. It's a good show. It's based off a true story. So it's called The Act. THE and then ACT. And also, don't forget, me and my sister Samantha, we have a collaboration channel, I should say, on YouTube, and it's called Duh, which is D-A, D is in David, A, Duh Hood, HOOD, Table, TABLE. That is on YouTube, that is on IG, that is on Twitter, that is on Facebook. We have several videos over there already. So please go over there, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. The next time we go live over there will be not this week, but next week, because we only go live over there like once a week, because it's a collaboration channel and me and her are not always together every day. So this week she's going out of town, so we will not do a video this weekend. We're going to do a video next weekend, the weekend of May 4th. So, and I'll put the notification for that sometime next week. But anywho, please subscribe to The Hood Table. Please and thank you very kindly. I really appreciate all you guys. And again, anybody who's going to be up in about 15-20 minutes, I shall be back with Married to Medicine season finale. Married to Medicine LA season 1 finale. So I'll be back in 15-20 minutes. In the meantime and in between times, stay safe, be blessed. If I don't see you later, and I'm out. Deuces.